These look so similar, I know, but this is Web 1 West. And we're going to go ahead and stop the Docker container by doing a Control-C. Once it stops, let's do an NS lookup db.benpiper.host. And as expected, it says non-existent domain name because that domain name does not exist in the public hosted zone, and we have not yet linked the private hosted zone to the VPC that Web 1 West is in. Now, if I do an NS lookup www.benpiper.host, this does resolve from the public hosted zone. And in fact, you can see we're getting our multi-value answer records. All right, let's jump over then to our list of zones, and I'll show you how to link the private zone up to this VPC. In our list of hosted zones, click the radio button next to the private zone, right here, and observe on the right that we have one associated VPC. To associate the West VPC, we'll go ahead and click in the field here, and then we'll scroll down until we see Northern California right here, and we will select the R53 Lab VPC. And then scroll down here, and we will click Associate New VPC. And there we go. Both VPCs are associated with the private zone. Just as before, we'll need to wait about a minute for the changes to take effect. Let's go ahead and jump back to our SSH session with Web 1 West. Let's try again to resolve db.benpiper.host. And it resolves to 172.3.1.100. Great. Okay. Let's start up the web server again, and this time we will point it to the database instance. I'm going to go ahead and hit my up arrow a few times here, and I'm going to come all the way back here and do a -e db host name equals db.benpiper.host, and then hit enter to run it. Now we have just one thing left to do, and that is to set up the VPC peering connection between these two VPCs. So let's jump over this time to the VPC dashboard. First things first, make sure that the Northern Virginia region is selected, which it is. Then at the VPC dashboard, at the bottom left side menu, click on Peering Connections. Now you can see I have a deleted peering connection here from when I was experimenting with all this. Let's go ahead and click Create Peering Connection. For the peering connection name tag, we'll go ahead and call this East-West. The requester is going to be the R53 Lab VPC. Scroll down a bit. We are going to peer with another VPC in my account, but it is going to be in another region. That other region is, of course, going to be Northern California, US West 1. Now, the acceptor VPC, now if you notice I click in the field here, it does not give me a drop down or anything. I have to actually provide the VPC ID myself, which I have conveniently available. You may have to go grab this, but you will have to paste it in there. All right, once you have this, go ahead and click Create Peering Connection. Now let's switch over to the Northern California region. Now it brings us back to the Create Peering Connections screen here. Let's go ahead and click on Peering Connections up here to go back one level. And we have one peering connection that is pending acceptance. Let's go ahead and select this one, go to the Actions menu, and then Accept Request. Are we sure we want to accept this? Yes, we are very sure. Let's go ahead and accept it. Next, we need to modify the route tables so that traffic can pass over the new peering connection. After we close this, on the left side menu, go ahead and click Route Tables. And we want to select the R53 Lab RT route table. Click on the Routes tab. Click the Edit button. And I have one black hole route here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of that. Click on Add Another Route. And the destination is going to be 172.300/16. And the peering connection is going to be PCX. Once we have that, click Save. Now let's go back to the Northern Virginia region again. And we need to adjust the route table here as well. So let's click on R53 Lab RT, click on the Routes tab, click the Edit button, add another route, and the destination is 172.900/16, and we will select the east-west peering connection, and then save. Okay, one more thing. We need to update the security group so that Web 1 West can actually connect to DB East. Scroll down a bit on the left side menu and click on Security Groups. We'll go ahead and select R53 Lab SG, click the Inbound Rules tab, and then click Edit. And we'll add another rule here. This is going to be an SSH rule, port 22. And for the source, we're going to put 172.900/16. For the description, I'll just put West and then click Save. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and open up another tab in Chrome. And here we're going to type web1west.benpiper.host. And not only does it resolve db.benpiper.host to the correct internal IP, it also shows connected, which means it's established a TCP connection to DB East across our VPC peering connection.